Hi friends, welcome to this session. In the previous session, we saw an introduction to trigonometry and we saw the various types of triangles and the definitions. Now, I want us to focus on angles now. And let's get started. In trigonometry, we have basically about 5 types of angles, okay? In the first case, we have the acute angle. In the second case, we have the obtuse angle. Then the next case, we have the reflex angle. Then in this case, we have the straight line angle. And the second case, what angle do we have? We have what? Good. We have the right angle. Great. So these are the 5 main kinds of angles that we have. Now let's look exactly how each of these angles are being defined. Now, an acute angle is an angle which is more than 0 degrees but less than 90 degrees. So you can say an acute angle, let's just denote the angles as a symbol theta. Let's just assume that they have general symbol theta. An acute angle is such that it is between 0 less than theta, which is less than 90 degrees. Please keep in mind, an acute angle is not 0 degree, it is not 90 degrees, but rather it is between 0 and 90. Perfect. So if I draw a right angle triangle of this form, let's assume that I have a right angle triangle of this form. This is an acute angle. This as well is an acute angle and this is 90 degrees. 90 degrees is not an acute angle, it's a right angle. So this is acute because they are both less than 90 degrees, but they are more than 0 degrees. Good. So this is an acute angle. Then an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is an angle such that it is greater than 90 degrees, but what? But less than 180 degrees. Good. So an obtuse angle, we can say it is between 90 degrees. It is between 90 degrees and what? 180 degrees. Good. It is not 180 degrees, it is not 90, but it is between 90 and 180. Keep in mind. Yes. So let me give you an example of an obtuse angle. Let's assume that this is a line. This is a line. The angle, you can see that if I take broken lines here, right, this is what? 90 degrees because it is perpendicular to this other guy. This is 90 degrees, right? So but this whole angle is called what? An obtuse angle because it is greater than 90 degrees but what? Less than 180. If I complete this one in this other direction, I can say that this is what? This angle from here to here is 180, right? But the obtuse angle is what? Less than 180 but greater than 90 degrees. So this is an obtuse angle. Now let's look at the reflex angle. The reflex angle now is the direct opposite of what? An obtuse angle. Yes, it is the opposite of an obtuse angle. While this is the obtuse angle, the reflex angle is rather the angle that is opposite the obtuse angle. So I can say that the reflex angle is what? It is greater than 180 degrees, right, but less than 360 degrees. Because let's assume that this is a plane. Now, the angle that is formed from when you start from here, you measure and you come back at this point is called what? 360 degrees. So the reflex angle now is greater than 180 degrees but less than 360. Yeah, so the reflex angle, I can say that it is between 180 less than theta less than what? 360. Wait, that's the reflex angle. Now the straight line angle is just the straight line angle, okay, let's assume that this is our straight line, okay. The angle that is formed from this point, you travel like this and you still arrive at the same point on this plane, is called the straight line angle. And this angle is such that it has an exact value. Theta is equal to what? 180 degrees. Yeah, so that's the straight line angle. Then you have the right angle. The right angle is, like I said, if this is your right angle triangle, this side is 90 degrees, this is the angle that is called the right angle. Okay, so the right angle is such that it is theta equal to 90 degrees. Okay, yeah, so that's the right angle. This side, the right angle is being defined. So let's do a quick recap of all what we learned. We saw that there are about five types of angles. We have the acute angle, the obtuse, the reflex, the straight line angle, and the right angle. And we saw that the acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees, but what? Greater than 0 degrees. So we say it is theta such that theta is between 0 and 90, right? And obtuse such that it is greater than 90 but less than 180. And the reflex, we saw that it is what? Greater than 180 but less than 360. And the straight line angle, we saw that it is what? Exactly equal to 180, and the right angle, it is equal to 90 degrees. So please subscribe to our channel and press the notification icon if you have questions. Okay, yes, immediately after this video I'm going to bring forth the next video where I'm going to dive into the real trigonometry now. Thank you and see you.